The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends sat at the table doing shots.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are doing our 5th and final installment on our Jaclyn Hill palette series. I am kind of happy that I'm done with it, but at the same time I'm like, oh, there's so many more looks that I could create using this palette. But I'm very happy that I got 5 separate looks up that you guys can do using this specific palette. So also, if you guys have not gotten your hands on this palette will be coming back into stock, and it will come back in, I believe it's July 16th. It'll be coming back. It's very, very pretty. It's just stunning. I mean, it's universally made. I mean, anybody can use it. I am not the darkest of skin, and I'm not the lightest of skin, and I feel like anyone in any type of skin tone can use this palette. There's just a bunch of different colors. There's just, you know, a ton of different looks that can be created with that palette. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I do not include the face or anything like that, but if you guys like more talk through videos, just doing the eyes, let me know. If you prefer me to get back to the regular videos where you see the face and the eyes, also let me know. And thank you all for all of your feedback from the last video. I know it wasn't my best video, but you know, shit happens. People make mistakes, but I love you guys for being real and true and letting me know. You know, y'all my friends that let me know when shit ain't right. I appreciate that, but nonetheless, I love y'all and I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. So I am going to start off by priming my lids, and I'm using concealer. I'm using my Kryolan concealer wheel. But while I'm priming my lids, I just wanted to address the last video that you guys saw. I understand that you guys were very, very, very concerned about my lighting or my makeup looking harsh or anything like that, but if you did watch the end of that video, I did address my blush and everything like that. I love the lip color that I chose because I haven't done a really bright lip like that in a while, but I do understand that the blush was very harsh. You guys should have seen me trying to like brush some of it away. Like I was like not too happy about it, but you know, people make mistakes. People, you know, choose the wrong colors all the time, and sometimes you just gotta wing it and go with it, because it was 12, almost 1 o'clock that night, and I could not film the next day, which was Thursday, because today is Friday, so I could not film Thursday because I was watching 2 toddlers, so like I had to put up whatever I filmed, unfortunately, because I really wanted to have 5 videos up this week. So nonetheless, y'all already know we're going in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is the last video of the series. That does not mean that I'm not going to create other looks using this palette, but as far as like a week-long series, this is it. So I am just going to go in and take Roxanne right here. This is one of my favorite transition shades out of this palette. I am going to blend and work this into my crease a lot, because I really want this shade to peek through and really poke through all of these other browns that we're going to go in with. And as you can see, I kind of did like a chocolate brown halo smoky eye kind of look, because I really wanted to use this brown shade that's in this palette. But once I get to that step, I'll let you guys know how that's how I feel about that shade in particular in this palette. So right now I'm just using a big fluffy blending brush from Morphe, and I'm focusing mainly in the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye, and then just blending the two back and forth, doing windshield wiper motions. And then once I get up to the top of the crease, I just use small circular buffing motions to blend that upwards. And like I mentioned, I am building this color up. I really, really, really love this color. This was such a good shade. So now I'm going to take the shade Mocha, which is right here in the corner. It is a medium brownish shade. It's like a perfect kind of brownie color. So I'm going to take that on a smaller, more pointed blending brush from Morphe and focus this out into this outer corner first, and then the crease. So this is right where my crease, or my eye meets my crease bone, and then I'm just going to blend that in towards the inner corner. So when you're creating a halo smoky eye, you want to take shadow in the front, so in the first little inner corner of your eye, and in the outer corner of your eye, and then you want to bridge the two shades in the crease. So you want to bridge this gap here. And then also build this shade up until it's as dark as you want. If you are a little bit fair, this shade is going to show up a lot more pigmented and a lot darker on you than it will on me. Like this is pretty much like a skin tony kind of chocolate brown. Once you build it up, it'll look a little bit darker, but if you're a little lighter, it'll look a lot darker on you. And then now I just am blending this up towards Roxanne so there's not a harsh line. So now I'm going to take this shade right here, and this is a dark, dark, dark chocolate brown. This is called Central Park, and it is such a stunning dark brown. I feel like everyone needs a dark brown shadow in their lives. It just adds the perfect amount of definition. So I'm taking that on a smaller, more tapered blending brush and focusing this out into this outer corner and then into the inner corner. And we're leaving this middle part open because that's where we're going to apply our little center color. And once again, keep this darker shade really tight, so that way it adds the perfect amount of definition. And then I'm going to go back in with that previous brush and take a little bit more of Mocha and work that right above where Central Park is. So now I'm going to take this shade here, and this is 24/7, and this is a sparkly chocolate brown shade, and it does not, this shadow is probably one of my least favorites, but okay, so it's one of my favorite color-wise because I love a sparkly brown shade, but as far as pigmentation, like that was one swipe, and I pretty much didn't get anything on it. Like, as far as pigmentation, this shade here is lacking, and I absolutely hate that because it's one of my favorite colors. Like, I love, like I said, a chocolate sparkly brown shade, but it's really hard to get this shade to show up. Now, of course, you can bring this shade and use some Fix Plus or some Inglot Duraline, but I decided against it just because I'm going to put a color in the center just to add a little bit more dimension and a little bit more sparkle. So, yeah, but I'm very, very, very disappointed in that shade in particular. But I'm just using a flat brush from Morphe, and I'm bringing this up into the socket of the crease because if I don't, I have really foldy eyelids, like you can see over here. There's a fold, like there's folds. So if I look down like this and I just bring it up to here, that shadow will transfer up into my crease. So I make sure to bring it up as high as possible so that way I don't have to deal with any creasing or anything like that. And I also tried to use this shadow with my finger, and it still did not work. I was like, come on. So now I'm going to go in with the shade here, and this is Meeks, and this is a really pretty bronzy color. It is stunning, stunning, stunning. So I'm going to take the other side of that brush, and it's so funny because with this eyeshadow, one swipe gives me so much pigmentation, and the other one, 24/7, it doesn't. So I'm taking this, and you probably can't see it, but I can see it in person, and I'm just going to swipe that down the center, and then you can take a little bit more 24/7 to go along the edges to make sure it's not too harsh, and then take the blending brush and just go along the sides. So now I'm just going to tightline, and I'm using my Slide On Glide On pencil from NYX. And then Superhero Mascara, y'all already know, from IT Cosmetics, and just coat my lashes because we are going to go in with lashes, and we're going to use the Vegas Nay Allure collection. She came out with more lashes, and this is Platinum Princess, and that's this lash that I have over here. It's so stunning, so lightweight, and they're just super, super pretty. So I'm going to put on my lashes, do my face, and then come back for lips. So I'm back. So I'm going to take this NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in the shade Azure. Yeah, Azure. And I'm going to take this and put this on the lower lash line. I decided last minute to do a pop of color because I haven't really dabbled in much of color in her palette besides the green look. So I wanted to do a pop of color, so yeah. So if you're not into the whole like extreme pops of color, this like doing a liner is a really good option and a really good way to add a pop of color without being like overly dramatic. But y'all know me. So I am going to take the shade Pool Party, which is right here. You can use Jada if you want to, if you want something a little more matte. I prefer a lot of shimmer, so I'm going to take Pool Party, and I'm going to take that $10 brush. And one of you guys asked where I got this. It got sent to me from the specific company, and they're not around anymore, so I don't know where you could get this, but it's just pretty much a flat definer brush that you can get one from Morphe, you can get one from Sigma. You guys know I use the flat definer brush by Sigma to put to carve out my concealer or whenever I do a cut crease or anything like that. So there are a bunch of brands that carry flat definer brushes, so if you can't find the one by $10 brush, you can find one with another brand. So I'm just kind of going into the product and then tapping off the excess, because the last time I went in with some of her shimmer, the last time I did a pop of color, I used the shade Royalty, and it got all over my under eye, and I was super, super upset. So I'm just making sure I really tap this off. Oh my gosh, Kendrick Lamar is live? What the hell? Gotta see what this is. What the hell? Alright, so as you can see, I just went ahead and put on mascara. When you're doing a pop of color on the lower lash line, I always like to put mascara on, because if I don't, I feel like my lashes just disappear. Now that can be something if you want to do something a little more editorial, something a little more spicy, you can do it like that, but I just like to have my lower lashes coated with mascara. So I am going to put on I'm going to do my lips now, and I am going to use a NYX lip liner, and this is in the shade Espresso. I'm just sharpening it because I forgot to sharpen it. It's just a true brown shade, and it's more of like a brownie shade as opposed to like a cool brown shade. So, or I can just say it's a little more warm tone. So mainly, I just am going to line my lips and really make sure I get the upper lip. And if you want your lips to look a little bit more full, instead of going right where your lip line is, you can go a little bit more under it. So like down here, and it'll make your lips look a little more full, pouty, whatever you want to say. And then because the gloss that we're wearing is a little more sheer, I just filled it in a little bit. So this is the first time I've ever used any of L'Oreal's lip glosses. I have had my eye on this since I saw it in Walgreens, and I'm like, ooh, that's so, so, so pretty. So I'm like, I'm finally going to pick it up. They were buy one, get one half off today, so I picked up one of their matte liquid lipsticks, and then I picked this one up, and then they had like $2 off or $4 off in the coupon book at Walgreens, so I picked both of these up, and this is Coral Sands, so it's just a really pretty nude gloss, and I love the applicator that these come with. It's like a pointed applicator. All of their infallible lip glosses, paints, matte lipsticks, all of them come with this kind of applicator. So just gonna put this gloss on, and it doesn't feel very sticky. It's not sticky, it's not super duper intense. It's just a really nice sheer kind of lip gloss, and it smells like bubblegum. So that, you guys, completes my look. I hope you all enjoyed it. I am thinking that this is probably my favorite look. No, the red one is definitely my favorite look, but this one's like in my top 2. I just love this pop of blue. It blended really nicely, and it just looks amazing. So it's also very wearable, you guys. It's not too like intense, and you could skip the blue on the lower lash line if you want to. Anyways, however, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment down below if you want to see more looks using this palette. I am going to get back to my regular scheduled viewing. If you guys do like these talk throughs where I'm just talking you through the eye portion and not, you know, doing any of the face or anything like that, let me know down below, because I can do more videos like this, because I thoroughly enjoy them. They're easier to edit. Like, it's just really nice overall, but unfortunately you won't see me do any of my face makeup. But I hope you all enjoyed. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.